Hello everyone, this is the Archfiend and this is my YouTube story. Also, this is the 300th video for the Archfiend, and I am speaking in third person because I am special. Man, holy shit, 300 videos. How the hell did that happen? If you guys would have told me 5-6 years ago that I'd be making YouTube videos and getting paid for it and I would have made 300 videos that amassed almost 4 million video views, I would have told you that you guys are smoking crack. But that was probably because you guys are smoking crack. But besides that, a lot of you guys have wrote me recently and you've said, Archfiend, why haven't you made one of these, this is your YouTube experience videos, because, YouTube turned 5 years old and all the hip kids are doing those videos, so why don't you do one too? And I was like, well, I do like to be trendy with the hip kids, so I said, okay, fine, I will go ahead and make one of these videos, and that's what you have here today. Now, don't worry, this isn't going to be one of those shitty videos where I tell you, like, oh my god, man, I was totally going to kill myself, and then YouTube made this avenue that I could go down, and I didn't have to kill myself anymore, but I'm going to talk to my emotionally unstable fans, and they're going to link to me better because I can talk about suicide and stuff, even though I never killed myself, because the action of killing myself is a lot tougher than talking about it. No, it's not going to be a video like that. Nor am I going to condone any video that does such things. But that aside, my YouTube story is simple, and it goes back to about 6 years ago, and I was working a job as an ice cream man. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to laugh about this and say, oh my god, I can't picture Archfiend as an ice cream man, but believe it or not, being an ice cream man is actually very, very profitable. And I'm not talking about, selling the ice cream per se. It's the other stuff you can sell. Like, for instance, I sold pornography, bootleg movies, illegal fireworks, stuff that gives you, quick tax-free money. And one of the missteps, if you will, of this job is I would do a lot of my business in the winter time, and, people would get curious about this, such as, like, the police. They'd be wondering, why is this guy in the ice cream truck doing, such good business in the wintertime? Who the hell buys ice cream in the wintertime? And then one of the most just idiotic things happened. One of the 8-year-old boys that I sold illegal fireworks to, he took an M80 and the dumb shit didn't throw it after he lit it. And it just blew up and took his hand clean off his body. So now the cops are arresting me. I have to go to court. And I'm getting charged with, the stupidity of a minor. I know, I'm as outraged as you guys are. And on top of that, I got charged with some animal rights violation because the little boy was trying to stick the M80 up the neighbor's cat's ass because he was trying to blow the cat up. And I was like, well, Jesus Christ, I didn't tell him to do that. And why am I getting charged with anything anyway, I told the judge. I mean, 2-year-old babies know, the common sense to just, throw a firework after you light it on fire. I mean, it's not rocket science. So anyways, since I didn't have a previous record, the judge just, let me go on probation, and I mean, yeah, whatever. He told me to find a legit job, and one of the few jobs I could get was working at a local Blockbuster, and I tried to make that job as enjoyable as possible. I mean, I used to do what I would call, gags, and I had this printer at home, and I would print, like, DVD labels for movies, like, Shrek or Cinderella, kids movies like that. And I would take, pornography discs, like, Backdoor Horse 5 or Suck Me Off Sally 7, and I would put, like, the label for, Shrek or Cinderella on it, and I would put that disc in the actual cases at the Blockbuster for, like, Cinderella or Shrek, and then when the family would come in to rent the movies, I would give them those, fake DVDs with the phony labels on them, and I mean, I myself, if I had my kids there and we're all gathered to watch, the Shrek movie and all that, I would laugh my ass off if I put Shrek in and Suck Me Off Sally 7 came on. I would be like, whoa, someone's a clever fella and they got a unique sense of humor. But no, these parents were always pissed off. And they came back to my store, they would talk to my manager, and then get this, I get fired. I get fired for a little practical joke. I get fired because people have no sense of humor out there. I mean, what are those kids never going to see pornography? I mean, do you ever see the trade secrets that are revealed in Suck Me Off Sally 7? I mean, these are important things that someone should learn in life, and I'm just cutting out the middleman and, like, you know, letting these, you know, 5, 6, 7-year-old kids be able to see this. I mean, what's the big deal? They're going to have to know how to do this stuff sooner or later, hopefully. But anyways, I got fired from that job, and I ended up being able to get the only job I could get at that time, which was working at a fast food franchise, and which one it is besides the point. And I mean, a lot of people are down on fast food restaurants and the people that work there, but let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, this was hands down, without a doubt, the most fun and most just fulfilling, just experienced job that I could have. And don't knock this until you try it. It's one of the classic gags in the book, but spitting in someone's food and seeing them eat that food, it just warmed my soul. I mean, it just produced such a feeling of glee, because you have no idea when you sell some fat slob some meal, and then they're biting into that burger and it has your saliva on it. I mean, my God, what a feeling. But I know a lot of guys are saying, oh, I eventually ended up getting fired for spitting in people's food. Well, no, that's actually not the case. I never got caught doing that shit there. I actually got in trouble because, I mean, get this. I mean, I know it's just as ridiculous as the other times I got fired, but some big fat pig comes up to the counter there, and I use my usual response of, oh, what do you want, fat ass? And he was like, excuse me? I was like, excuse you. You're grotesque. You smell. You're ugly. Get out of my face. And he was like, who are you talking to? You want to take this outside? And I would be like, I don't know. Can you get outside? You might be too wide to fit through the door to get outside. And then my manager would come up, he'd be like, whoa, what are you doing? I'd be like, I'm just stating the obvious. I mean, look at this guy. Do you think he can fit through the door? I don't think he can. As a matter of fact, I don't know how the hell he got in here to begin with. So I'm just doing nothing but stating the obvious. And then my manager fires me. I know, I'm just as outraged as you guys are. So, I mean, it was bullshit, and I ended up getting a job again, and I got, you know, one of the few jobs I could get. I worked part-time as a mailman, and they always told me in my training for a mailman that, you know, you couldn't read the people's mail. And I was like, all right, fine, I can do that. I don't want to read anyone's mail. But something they had a problem with, and I don't know. I mean, I did nothing but follow rules, but I would see stuff like, you know, like a Hustler magazine, and I'd be like, well, I can't read it, but I could look at it, right? They didn't say anything about I can't look at the mail, so I would take magazines like that home with me, and I would look at them, because who reads the articles in those shitty magazines anyway? So I would take them home, look at them, use them, and then bring them back to the customer, deliver them, like, you know, a week or two later, you know, when I was done with them. I mean, everyone got their mail. I didn't read anything in their mail, so what was the harm? Anyways, the U.S. Postal Service seems to have an issue with this when people were reporting their magazines being, you know, a week or two late, and they found out that I would have people's magazines at my house that I was just using. I was like, what's the big deal? Everyone got their mail. Everyone should be happy. It's not like I was stealing anything. I was just borrowing stuff and looking at it. I wasn't reading anything. I followed by the rules. Well, anyways, they fired me, and that pretty much just put the last black check mark on my resume, and, you know, I couldn't really get a job much of anywhere else, so I figured out ways to fake Social Security. I claimed some retardation disability, and I was milking the government for a number of years with that one. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I mean, I even got the little handicap parking pass, which was nice, so I could park right in the front of everywhere whenever I went out. So that was pretty cool. And I mean, yeah, I got done milking the government for a number of years, making thousands of dollars for doing nothing but, you know, staying at home and sleeping and eating. So that was fantastic. And then one day I just bought a Powerball ticket, and I ended up hitting for $13 million, and here I am today, filthy rich. And that is my YouTube story.